Hello, instrument students and instrument pilots. Let's talk about briefing the approach plate today. Open up an approach plate, any approach plate, and let's go over this together because it's going to be the same for every approach plate. Mind you, I am using FAA plates and not Jeppesen plates as there are some differences. Now, there are technically 5 different categories to look at when briefing the approach plates. However, I always want to start at the date that's listed on the side of the approach plate to make sure that it's current, because if it's not current, there's no point in continuing to brief it. If you're using Jeppesen plates, just be aware that there is no actual date range specified on the plate. Next, you want to go to the top right of the plate and verify that it's the correct approach that you are trying to shoot. And also, you want to make sure that it's for the correct airport that you're flying into. You would not believe how many students have actually messed up their approaches by choosing the wrong airport's approach or just the wrong approach in general. So always verify. Now you're going to move to the pilot briefing strip. I broke this down into 2 sections because I don't want you to mesh it all together because there's a lot of important information here, including the distinction of if the approach has WAAS or if it's using a localizer, your final approach course, as well as the runway landing distance, the touchdown zone elevation, and the airport elevation, which aren't always the same as you can see here. The next part of the briefing strip includes remarks about the approach, what kind of lighting is used on the approach, the textual version of the missed approach procedures, and frequencies you'll need to know. Moving on down to the plan view, just know that this section is not meant for navigation purposes. It's just to give you an overview of what the approach will look like, showing obstacles and what kind of waypoints are used on the approach, and also give you some minimum safe altitudes that you need to know about when doing the approach. The profile view shows you required altitude, your glide path or glide slope angle, as well as the graphical missed approach procedure. The last 2 sections are pretty self-explanatory, starting with the landing minimums, which give you the minimums for each approach on this plate, as well as the visibility required. And the airport sketch includes runways and locations of PAPIs and airport beacons. For more review, check out page 98 of the Aeronautical Chart User's Guide.